Hello and welcome to today's video, which is about rounding numbers. What is rounding numbers? Rounding numbers is a method of changing the number from a complete number, like 6,321,789, to a category of numbers like millions, so 6 million. When you round a number, you are changing it to the nearest number in the category you want. So for example, if the number is 648, and you're asked to round it to the nearest 100, the category is 100s. And the correct answer will be a number you can divide by 100. So in this example, it will be either 600 or 700. So how do we know which one to round to? Duh, the nearest one, of course. How do I know which one is the nearest? Well, if it's halfway or more to the next number up, it goes up. So if it's 5 or more, it goes up. Yeah, you got it. We call that rounding up. If it's less than 5, it goes down. Right again. We call that rounding down. What if it's 5? 5 always goes up. So in our example, I have to round 648 to either 600 or 700. We have to look at the number on the right of the hundreds. So that's number 4. It's less than 5. Correct. So we have to round down to 600, not up to 700. So the answer's 600. So why do we round numbers? Why would you want to round numbers? Won't that make them less accurate? And the answer is because it makes the numbers easier to understand. It's all about communication. Many people get bored with numbers very easily, especially long numbers. And if we're comparing numbers, it might help if they were all in millions. Okay, I get it. What if we kept comparing the population of Myanmar with the population of Thailand? Yeah, they probably didn't even count the people on the same day. So why use super detailed numbers? So mostly we have to balance two things. Yeah, accuracy versus easy to understand. So how do we do it? Step 1, we need to decide what unit or category of numbers we will round to. In exam questions, they often ask about a lot of different units or categories. In the real world, only a few are used a lot. Millions, whole numbers, tens or hundreds, and 1 or 2 decimal places. Why don't they use the other ones? It's all about better communication. Many people are not used to figures rounded to 10,000 or 100,000. Okay, step 2. Any number can be divided into its different categories or units. So in our example number 235, on the left we have 2, and that's the number of hundreds. It's going to be between 100 and 900. In the middle we have 3, that's the number of tens. So it's going to be 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. up to 90. And on the right we have the units, which is a number between 1 and 9. If you're asked to round a number to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100, it's important to know which number you need to round to. So it's important to be able to tell which one is a 100 number, which one is a tens number, which one is a units number. Okay, here's an example number, and I've put the different parts of the number in different colors. So the millions, which is 6, is in red. The 100,000s, which is 8, is in blue. The 10,000s, which is brown, is number 6. The thousands, which is number 2, is black. The hundreds, which is number 9, is green. The tens, which is number 1, is gray. And the units, which is number 7, is purple. So the question in this one is we're rounding to the millions. So step 1, we find the figure in the millions column, which is the red one, the 6. Step 2, this is very important. Check out the number to the right. So in our example, the number to the right of 6 is 8. If that number is 5 or more, we have to add 1 to the 6 in the millions column. If it is less than 5, we go straight to step 3. So in this case, our answer is yes, it's more than 5, because it's 8. So we do 6 plus 1 equals 7. So we've got this red number now is 7. So now we have 7 in the millions column. Step 3, we replace all the numbers to the right of the millions column, to the right of the 7, with zeros. So our answer is 7, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which is 7 million. Quick check. If we are rounding to millions, our answer should be able to be divided by 1 million. And yes, it can, so we're okay. Okay, next example, we're going to round to hundreds. So step 1, we have to find the figure in the hundreds column. So in our example, that is number 9, the green figure. Step 2, check out the next number to the right. In our example, that's number 1. If that number is 5 or more, we have to add 1 to the 9 in the hundreds column. If it's less than 5, we go straight to step 3. And in our case, it's number 1. So it's not more than 5, we go straight to step 3. So we still have 9 in the hundreds column. Step 3, we replace all the different numbers to the right of the hundreds column with zeros. The figures to the left stay the same. So the answer is 6,862,900. So again, a quick check. If we are rounding to hundreds, our answer must be able to be divided by 100. And yes, it can. So our answer is 6,862,900. You can divide that by 100, so we're okay. Now we're going to try numbers after the decimal point. So our example number is 0.686291. So with numbers after the decimal point, there's no units column. The first column after the decimal point is called tenths, T-E-N-T-H-S on the end, which you can write as number 10 with T-H-S after it. Second column is hundredths, so 100 with T-H-S after it. And then thousands, 1,000 with T-H-S, or 10,000s, or 100,000s, or millions, millionths. So we've done the same kind of thing as before, but this time for numbers after the decimal point. So we start at the left. The first number after the decimal point is tenths. That's the number 6 in red. Then next to that we have the hundreds, number 8 in blue. Then the thousands, number 6 in brown. Then the 10,000s, number 2 in black. 100,000ths, number 9 in green. And the millionths, number 1 in gray. So except for the fact that there's no unit column, the categories after the decimal point are the same as before it, but the difference is that 100 becomes hundredth with the th on the end, Thousand becomes thousandth with the th, etc. You have to be very careful to choose the right one, as the answer for 100 compared with the answer for hundredth with the th will be completely different, and they sound fairly similar. So here's an example, round to the nearest tenth. So there's our example number. Step 1, find the figure in the 10th column. So in our example, that's the red number 6. Next, check out the next number to the right. So in our example, that's the blue number 8. So if that number is 5 or more, we have to add 1 to the 1 in the 10th column. If it's less than 5, we go straight to step 3. So yes, it's more than 5. It's 8. So we add 1 to the 1 in the 10th column. So that one goes from 6 to 7. So now we have 7 in the 10th column. Step 3, we replace all the different numbers to the right of the 10th column with zeros, but we don't need to show them. So the figures to the left stay the same. So the answer is written as 0.7. We don't need to write 0.70. So the answer is 0.7. Quick check. If we are rounding to 10th, our answer can be divided by 0.1. And yes, it can. So we're okay. Okay, a confusing thing. I understand about increasing the number if the one on the right is 5 or more, but I'm still confused. What if the number I have to add 1 to is 9? So I get 10. I can't put 10 in the column. Yes, you're pretty clever for a bear, and that's absolutely correct. If that happens, we have to break the 10 into two parts. We leave the 0 in the column where the 9 used to be, and we add the 1 to the next column to the left. So if we had 0.98, 8 is more than 5, so we have to plus 1 to the 9 in the 10th column. We put 0 where the 9 used to be and 1 in the next column to the left, so it becomes 1.0. But we can drop the 0 and we can make it only 1. Okay, your turn. 0.65072. Round to the nearest 100th. So I'm going to go ahead with the answer, so pause the video if you need to. Here we go. So the answer is 0.65. The 100th figure is 5. The number to the right is 0, and it's less than 5. So 5 stays the same, and all the numbers to the right are deleted. But we're not going to show those, so our answer is 0.65. Next one, 1.9. Round to the nearest whole number. And I'm going to go straight ahead to the answer now. And the answer is 2. The whole number is 1. The number to the right is 9, which is more than 5. So 9 changes to 10. The 0 goes where the 9 was. The 1 is added to the whole number. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. And that is our answer. Okay, next one. 1,750,000. Round to the nearest million. And I'm going ahead with the answer. So the answer is 2 million. How do we get that? Well, the million number is 1. The number to the right is 7. which is more than 5. So 1 million changes to 2 million. And the next one, 1326. Which number is in the tens place? And the answer is 2. The 2 stands for 20. The tens are all numbers that can be divided by 10, like 20, 30, 60, 90, etc. Okay, next question. Dr. Peacefully asks you to find out how many people in Thailand are under 16 years old. You search Google and you find that the number is 14,762,153. You need to decide what number you should round it to. What would you choose? And I'm going ahead to the answer now. And my answer would be millions. So you would tell Dr. Peacefully that the number is 14 million. Why millions? Because population numbers are not very accurate. And the data is only collected every 5 or 10 years. So it's always out of date. So there's no point in being super accurate in what you tell Dr. Peacefully. Okay, last one. You're asked to round 0.67239 to the nearest hundredth. How many numbers after the decimal point will your answer be? You don't need to do the calculation to find out the rounded number. Just how many after the decimal point will there be? And the answer, coming up now, is 2. 7 is the number in the hundredth place, so there will be 2. It'll be 0.67, in fact, because the next number is below 5. And this is the end, my friend. See you next time.